Alright, before we get started, I'm just going to do a couple of shout outs, and my shout outs are for Mark's Remarks, who just said some really kind things about me on one of his recent videos. For those of you who are not already subscribed to Mark, he does really thrifty budget meals that he cooks at home, and he'll do reviews on certain things, items, sauces, latest lines from his local supermarket, that sort of thing. It's really rather good in that he has this gift for thrift. I call him the king of thrift. Maybe should be a better name for his channel, because he's really good at that sort of thing. And he's currently embarking on a mission to see how many meals he can get for 25 quid, I think. It's really, I don't know how he does it. I couldn't do half as many for the same price, but there you go. Right, so on to another new channel that I've found called Slaughter Food Creations, and I found him via my friend Rick's food channel. Rick, I've been subscribed to Rick for quite a while, and he does the mukbangs, and he also does some the occasional cooking video. Slaughter Food Creations is a really brand new YouTuber, but everything he's done so far has been absolutely golden. I really do enjoy his work. So the links will be up here somewhere, so make sure you get over and see these guys. And the last one on my list, I found him via Cook You Bastards, who's a great guy, and you'll probably see him a lot of the times in the comments, and myself in his, because we all support each other here. And I found in his comments, I found a guy called the Tipsy Wok. This guy is just hilarious and really good technically as well. Again, you know, he cooks on a pretty tight budget, and I think he's in a shared house with some other students or something like that. But he's really good. He's funny, technically brilliant, and some of the things he produces in his little kitchen are amazing. Just get yourself over there and have a look. Alright, on with the videos, done the shouts. So, Gambas Pill Pill. Gambas Pill Pill will be familiar to Brits who holiday in Spain and in the Balearic Islands and also in the Canary Islands, because Gambas Pill Pill is an amazing tapa that is really very, very, very popular with the Brits out there. And there's a really good reason for that, because it is a very simple yet fabulous dish. Right, onwards and upwards. You need to make this with raw prawns, raw shrimp, and these are raw deveined shrimp, and they're good quality, and always start with good quality. I'm going to use a little technique. First of all, we cook them in oil, but because I want to make it all the more fattening and excessive and really annoy the food police, I'm adding some butter to it as well, but traditionally it's cooked in olive oil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a technique I learned from Taste of Trinny, and that is I'm adding the oil now. I'm adding quite a bit. You need quite a bit of oil for this. So what? They cook them in these lovely little crock pots, these little earthenware crock pots in Spain. I've got 3 cloves of garlic which I've chopped up fairly roughly, and I'm adding that to the oil. The oil is not terribly hot at this moment. And the other thing you'll need is a pepper, a dried chili pepper of some sort, that you break up and drop crudely into the oil like this. Alright, so we get that heating up, and the garlic isn't dropped straight into really hot oil, it's starting to heat up with it. So you want the heat round about medium. Alright. At this point we introduce the butter, which will help to cool down the fat a little bit, and it will slow the infusion of that garlic, which is what we want to get. This is a garlicky dish. I love this. I really do love this dish. I've got 300 grams of prawns, of what some of you will call shrimp, but you can use fewer or more, it's up to you, but you just need to scale up the recipe accordingly. And for this amount you'll need this amount of butter and this amount of oil. The other items I've got on my list is a little bit of paprika powder, about half a teaspoon, and about the same of coarse salt. Kosher salt will do, or coarse sea salt will do. The other thing I've got here is some fresh flat leaf parsley. You can use any parsley you like, but it's better if it's fresh. And you chop it up rather finely. Alright, now once your oil's up to temperature, you want to watch until the edges of your garlic start to turn brown. Just keep your eye on it just for a moment. And as soon as that begins to turn brown, it's time to put in your prawns, your shrimp. And that just goes in like that. And forgive me, I need to get a spoon to give it a stir. And it really is this simple. It really is a super simple dish to cook. And you just want to leave that in there. Now be careful with prawns, because like most fish and seafood, the distance between cooked and overcooked is a rather narrow margin, so you really got to kind of gauge it and keep your eye on it. Oh, the smell coming off that is just... If we only had smelly vision, you guys would be in heaven right now, because that's about where I am. Oh. And it doesn't really take long at all. So as you see, the prawns are coming up to heat, and they're starting to turn pink. Alright, move them around a little bit, make sure they get cooked evenly. Once they're sort of half cooked, give them a good old turn. There are few dishes in the world as delicious and satisfying as this one. And for those of you who don't like prawns, you have my eternal pity, because this is absolutely gorgeous and so simple. I want you to ignore this pot bubbling away at the back, because I've already put up a video about that. It's cabbage and bacon, which I'm cooking off for tomorrow. There you are. And it's not long between the point where these are cooked, when the last of the grey is gone, these are ready to serve. I'm going to turn the heat off that now, and pretty soon I'm just going to bring it off the heat entirely. So let me get my trivet. Alright, that looks done to me. And the important thing here is not to make it overdone. So there you are. Let's put a bit better focus on that for you. Alright, it's at this stage now where we can introduce the... Oh, let's do the parsley first. So get the parsley in there. And there really is no substitute for parsley in this. This is the herb for this dish. So if you can get it fresh, frozen, and if you can't, then dried parsley will do it a push. But there's nothing quite as nice as fresh parsley in this. And then finally, I'm just going to give it a dusting with that salt and sweet paprika. And there you go, that dish is now ready to serve. And how do we serve it? Well, you get your best crusty soft white bread for it, and then what we do is we dip into that. This is a bit naughty because I don't normally eat white bread, but you know, life's too short really, isn't it? There we go. Get in there. And let me pick up one of those prawns. Let me be shameful and pick up that big one. There we go. Oh my god. Oh. That dish, seriously, that dish never fails to amaze me. Let's position that for a nice thumbnail shot. I'm just going to go in there one more time with that, because that is just stunning. Make this for yourselves, guys. Do it, mean it, do it, because that is my favourite of all tapas, and it's the sauce. It's where it's at. Trust me. All right, enjoy. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to follow my channel, please subscribe and be sure to click the bell icon to receive notification of all my upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.